Excellent. Let's take this from the top again, everyone. Oh, absolutely.
You're okay with that background?
I'm great with it. Because most needs to be the sound, just in case we get a picture of it. That's cool too. Badge on board means that people, you guys are just going to be in big rigs? Is that the deal?
Well, the Badge on Board program, what it is an enforcement program, an educational program to where we have a trooper inside a semi-tractor trailer. You know, the funny name of being a badge on board is because they're actually inside these tractor trailers going up and down whatever area we're enforcing, which is either I-15 or US 95, looking for violations that occur around tractor trailers. What we've seen in the past is a lot of times is drivers do not have the respect they need to have around big, tractor trailers, semis, big rigs, because they think that they don't need to be out there. They think that they don't have a right to the road, when in fact, they're out there doing their job every day.
Yeah, I like what you talked about, where there's all kinds of different violations that people can get cited for, whether they're speeding up around and getting in front of them. They even talked about some other stuff.
Yeah, we look for many different violations that occur. Those that are extremely unsafe, around these tractor trailers. The big thing that we do happen to see is because of the large size of these tractor trailers, they give themselves quite a bit of space, whether it's on their left, right, rear, but mostly toward the front. They carry up to 80,000 pounds of weight. They need more room to stop. Drivers of vehicles see this and think this is a room where they could be. They think that's a space for them. They cut in front of them, and unfortunately it causes the driver of the tractor trailer to have to slow down real quick, or even at times make an abrupt movement, which when you have that size of a vehicle, it's definitely a recipe for danger.
I liked what you said, too, about the fact that it's kind of like a no-brainer if you stop and think who's going to win.
Yeah, you're right. People don't think that, they don't seem to have that respect, knowing that these vehicles are so large. They are there because, like I said, they're doing their job, but if you're involved in a collision with a vehicle which is up to 80,000 pounds versus a car which is only 4,000 pounds, those that are going to lose is those every time that's inside the vehicle. So you have to give them respect. You have to give them the space. And know, for the next couple of days and even periodically throughout the year, when we have this Badge on Board program running, if you commit a violation, whether you're the driver of a vehicle or even the driver of a semi-tractor trailer, you will get stopped. You will receive that citation.
And you said you didn't even mind letting folks know where this was going to be.
Oh, no, not at all, because this is really about changing the mentality. We have our badge on board. We have that trooper that's inside this tractor trailer. The thing is you don't know which one it may be. We look like every other tractor trailer semi that's out there on the roadway. The difference is we do have a trooper on board which is seeing these violations, call it out to those that are stationed in certain areas. So it's not about just behaving or following the rules for the next couple of days. It's about doing it all the time because we need to keep everybody safe.
And you even talked about some of the times the big rig drivers are at fault.
Yeah, definitely. When we're out there, looking for these violations around other tractor trailers, we have definitely seen where other drivers of tractor trailers are not paying attention. They're not giving each other that same respect. I had seen earlier, where a person was asking that, what's keeping them safe from each other? And it really is, we're out there targeting everybody. It's the violations that occur around each one of them, or even them themselves committing a violation. They will get stopped, or receive that citation.
And you said that from the great view from the tractor trailer, you're noticing violations really have nothing to do with the tractor trailer. You just get a bird's eye view of what these people are doing.
Yeah, definitely. They wear so much higher than the average vehicle, so you can see what goes on inside there. One of the more common things we are seeing is those that are on their cell phone. They think that they are hiding it because they're keeping it below view level, but being up there, sort of a bird's eye view, so to speak, we are catching that. But it's really, when you're distracted, anytime you're behind the wheel of a vehicle, but if you're distracted around something much larger vehicle, you're putting yourself in danger, the passengers in your vehicle in danger, and anybody else that may be traveling on the roadway with you.
And have you seen motorcycle riders texting?
I haven't actually seen a motorcycle rider, but I've seen someone on a moped do it, and that was pretty interesting because it's like you need two hands to be safe. You got a throttle on one side, the brake on the other, and then to have one of those hands and your eyes taken away, putting yourself in much greater danger. But it's amazing how that they're so used to the technology they don't realize that when you're driving, you need to pay attention. Your eyes need to be on the road, your hands on the wheel, and definitely your mind focusing on what you're doing.
It's almost like we have to retrain people because it is, I think, the 24-hour nature of being in touch with your whole everything, you feel like you gotta look at it.
That is true. We look at the younger generations. They grew up on that technology, and that's been, their main source of communication. So, to break that habit, to break that string, or that rope, so to speak, when they're behind the wheel, it's a little bit tougher for them. So yeah, we are having to retrain the mindset, and they have to realize that driving a vehicle takes a lot of skill. It's something new that you're learning. When you're younger, you got to focus on there, and take away the distractions, focus on driving, because you don't want to lose your life for something that can wait.
And what about the new technology that's even newer, where they have the phone in the dashboard?
Yeah, we do see a lot of vehicles now where they are having that. Your phone can hook up to your radio, Bluetooth, and it allows the convenience of not having to touch your phone to answer, to put it up to your ear. But you're also being distracted, because when that phone call comes through, you are looking away, no matter how brief it may be. 2 seconds, anything can happen, anything can change when it comes to the roadway. Construction, lane change, car, every have to stop. So, we definitely discourage people from doing that. Anytime you're behind the wheel, we say, turn the phone off, focus on driving.
Yeah, and that'd be a violation of the current statute, where you can supposedly allow legally to do hands-free?
Correct, yes. It's not a violation. Like I said, we're just one of those, we recommend, focus on the road, because it's your eyes, your hands, your ears, mind needs to be focusing on what you're doing.
And I want to get back to the thing last night. I know the investigation is far from over, but was either one of those folks distracted? Do we know?
No, we don't know at this point. We know that, like I said, as that tractor trailer was traveling along the I-15, of course, struck that vehicle. Still talking to witnesses, the drivers, things like that. We don't know exactly, what had occurred, other than the fact, that it's an example of when you have such a larger vehicle coming up against something much smaller, that unfortunately those that are in the vehicles are the ones that suffer the most injuries, if not lose their life.
Absolutely. 2 fatalities.
Yeah, and that's the tragic thing about it. Like I said, that's why we do this Badge on Board program, because you have to respect them. Those individuals, Girl Scouts that are driving those tractor trailers on a daily basis, they're just doing their job. Give them respect, let them do what they need to do, and of course protect yourself.
Perfect. Now, if this